I need you to touch me more.
Okay. That's a hard one to meet. I think as a man, I would immediately start feeling defensive that I'm not touching you enough, or I'm not touching you the right way, that I've already failed you.
Oh yeah.
And it's really hard to win when you're already feeling like you're losing.
Yeah.
So I invite people not to use I need language. Sometimes it's okay. It also really depends on the relationship. I have a relationship where I can say, hey babe, I really need this from you. Okay, no problem. And then she'll be like, yeah, I can't do that, or sure, no problem. So it depends how much trust and intimacy is there, how much leeway is there in your communication, what are the patterns that you've built, right? If I know that saying I need more touch from my partner doesn't trigger anything for her because there's no trauma there or past history or lived experience in her like childhood, then that might be totally fine. And so I also want to invite people to use language that works for them in their relationship. But the upgrade for me here would be for you to say, I would love it if we could spend 2 hours every week giving each other massages. So say that to me. Or actually, don't use my example. Use an example. When you say touch, what do you mean? So pick an actionable example or action item that I can do to meet your need.
So I would love it if you cuddled me every night for 1 hour in the sofa.
Okay, well, first of all, I just like the way that sounds much better. An hour every night seems excessive to me. But I'll answer in the way that I would answer this in our relationship. I want to make you happy. And I love that cuddling is something that you would really want. And I'm happy to cuddle you more on the couch. An hour every night per week to me doesn't sound doable, just based on what I usually do, my evening routines and how we are. But I could totally commit to doing that twice a week. How does that sit with you?
Yeah. So if that doesn't work for me, then where do we go with this communication? Like, if, for example, if I truly need, I need to be cuddled for 1 hour a week.
Oh, well, let's do it. Let's go there.
Okay, so
let's have the conversation. I'll tell you how I would approach it.
No, that wouldn't work for me. I would love it. I would need to cuddle every night for 1 hour.
Okay. Can you let me know what that would bring for you? I just want to know where you're coming from and if that's a need I can meet.
It would make me feel present with you. It would make me feel loved. It would make me feel more connected to you. And I think it would make our relationship go to a deeper level.
I want all of those things with you as well. And I want to be present for you, and I want to love you, and I want to be more connected to you. I would be happy to do this a few times a night, and let me explain to you where I'm coming from. I'm somebody who needs a lot of space, and I think you sort of knew that when we met. And that's not to say that I can't change, and I'm happy to meet you. That said, every night I'm just not available for that because that goes against my need for space and independence. And I would love to be able to do this with you 3 nights a week because I understand how important it is. That said, I would love to know, are there other things that we can do that aren't cuddling that would make you feel more loved and feel more presence and more connected to me that I might be able to meet?
Yeah, we could cook together 1 night a week.
I love cooking.
Great.
How come we're not why aren't we already cooking together?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I would love to take a walk in the forest. Well, yeah, once a week with you.
I would love to do that. Would you be willing to do it in silence? Would we just walk together and not talk?
Yeah, definitely.
That would really meet my need for space, but also connectedness.
Mm.
Um, do you have any questions for me about my uh, not being able to cuddle with you every night? Is there anything else that you need there to make this more complete for you?
Mm. I don't know what I would ask in that situation.
You can think about it,
Mm.
and I just want to let you know that I'm available to talk about this some more. And if you have any questions or if anything comes up for you at
Mm.
any time, we can talk about your need for cuddling and my
Mm.
need for space and how we can both have those met at the same time.
Mm. Sounds
That's what that would
great.
that's what that would look like.
Mm. And that's something. It feels like within me, it feels like a beautiful conversation.
Yeah, well, now you know more about my inability to meet your need.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
about you, it's actually about me.
Yeah,
And
true.
you don't want me to cuddle you every night if I don't want to.
No, exactly, because that would build up resentment in you. Yeah,
Totally.
yeah,
And it'll be like a dry cuddle,
exactly.
like a
Yeah.
hard cuddle.
Like, let's do this. Yeah,
And then
no.
with the
Yeah,
timer that
exactly.
goes
Yeah.
off at 60 minutes.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So that's an
Yeah.
example of what that conversation would look like, and
Mm,
it is possible for people to not meet their needs
mm,
and to meet some of their needs
mm,
and to be okay with that, right? Like you will come to accept the fact that I'm just somebody who needs a little bit more space, and
mm,
I'm going to come to accept the fact that you're somebody who needs more connection,
mm,
and we will negotiate, we will compromise because we are in a partnership together,
yeah.
and we are two people working towards a common goal.
Mm,
That's what partners do. They negotiate, and they don't always see eye to eye. And that doesn't mean that just because we don't see eye to eye on this, we're dissolving the company right away.
mm, yeah.
No, we make concessions.
Mm,
And there could be a scenario in which you just really need an hour of cuddling every night.
mm,
And I am unable to meet that need. And we would have to come up with, we have three options at this point. You can either accept the fact that I will not meet your need. You can we can become very creative about how that need can be met, and
mm,
I'll talk about that a little bit. Or you can leave the relationship.
mm,
You can do what you need to do to find someone who is willing to cuddle you every night.
mm,
But that third option should be the last option, obviously, if you're in a healthy-ish, good relationship.
mm,
Also, the hardest option,
mm,
because people will accept less than they deserve
mm,
in order to get some of what they want rather
mm,
than all of what they want.
mm,
So, three options: accept, get creative, leave.
mm,
In terms of getting creative, I mean, we could come up with a solution in which maybe not now because of the crisis that we're in right now, but where you find a cuddle buddy,
mm,
somebody who's willing to cuddle you for
yeah,
the remaining 4 nights.
yeah.
And you go to their house or they come over and it's a platonic cuddle situation.
Mm,
Or you go to a cuddle party every week and you go to a
mm,
3 hour cuddle party and you get three
mm,
hours of cuddling, intense, a cuddle intensive, if you will,
mm,
and get some of those cuddle needs met elsewhere,
yeah. Mm,
right? So I'm, as your partner, am willing to explore creative avenues for you to get your needs met. And
mm,
then option number one, accept the fact that you're only going to get 3 out of the 7 nights of cuddling that you want, and
mm,
you're making that that's a conscious decision that you are making because you see the value in other areas of our relationship,
yeah.
which is a lot better than settling.
Mm,
Because settling, you're like, this is the best that I can get.
yeah. That doesn't really bring a good feeling.
No, it's lame. It's
Mm,
you. I don't deserve any more than this.
mm,
Or if I left this, I wouldn't even be able to get more. So this is as
mm,
good as it gets.
yeah.
Rather than accepting the fact, like, hey, you know what? I'd love to get cuddled more. It's not happening,
Mm.
and I'm making a conscious decision to stay in this relationship because of everything else that it brings to my life.